Hey everybody, how you guys doing? It is Monday. It is 8:30. It is time for Conversations with Teresa. I'm your host, Teresa Aline. And as always, it is so good to have you here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for, doing your thing, clicking your phone or tapping your laptop or whatever. However you are coming, thank you so much. So tonight, I get a chance to talk to you about something that's really, I want to say, near and dear to my heart. I want to say that it is probably more important, and it is something that I haven't even mastered yet, but I know the importance of it. It is self care. And there are times where sometimes we think about self care and it is always about like doing your nails or getting your hair done, or it's something that costs you a lot of money, going on a trip or something like that. Self care isn't necessarily all of that, but it could be, right? Like I said, it's not something that I've mastered. As a matter of fact, I was talking with my niece this over, I think it was just a few days ago. And so she was saying, like, so what is it? What do you want to do? We are talking about the fact that I don't do my nails. Can you tell? I don't do my nails. It's just not been something for me. But she was like, so what do you do? And I was like, I'm still figuring it out, and that's okay. And I felt all right about still figuring it out, but at least where I am right now in midlife is that I am figuring it out, as opposed to like, I don't have time for that, or I'm not thinking about that at all. Like, I am in this great state of discovering myself, and I love it. And I want you to love it too. So, we're going to be talking about self care, and we're just going to be talking about also about just setting some healthy boundaries. And it's actually one of the most loving things that you can do for yourself is set some boundaries. And now let me be a little clear about when I talk about boundaries. Sometimes we can think about boundaries and it's like a hard stop. It's like, right? And it's just like, nope, stay away from me. Don't talk to me, things like that. It can come across a little harsh, but it doesn't have to be harsh at all. Boundaries are healthy. Boundaries are good. Boundaries help give us energy when we don't have it. So I just want to kind of lay that out there, that it's okay to have boundaries. But I want to share with you a little story about something this weekend. And this may or may not be a big deal for you, but it was a big deal for me. And so, super simple. Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner. I grew up with the mom who always she made dinner every night, but Sunday was like the deal. Like that was when like people might come over. There was extra food. There was usually something with gravy. There was, there was just plentiful, and it was something that it was thought of, it was prepared, it was always good. It was always good. And so I cannot remember a Sunday not having Sunday dinner. And so it was just something that I grew up with, and it's something that I, for the most part, carried to my family, that I would always make sure that Sunday dinner was happening, that there was something. And this weekend was a little different. So this weekend, I was just kind of feeling like I don't feel like it. I don't feel like thinking about going shopping to figure out what I'm going to make. It was like it seemed very laborsome. And I mean, my heart is there. Obviously, I want to feed my family and things like that. But the effort that it was going to take was somehow draining me. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm not going to do Sunday dinner. And I gave myself permission just to say, I'm not doing that tonight. So what I did was that I went out to lunch with my cousin. I hung out with Val and we just chilled and I had pancakes and I don't know what my family ate. I don't know, right? But it's not like, they were going to starve. And here's the kicker. I came home that night and they were all still alive. The world kept spinning. They were still happy with stuff. Life went on without me making dinner. And again, this may seem like a really small thing, but we grow up with ideas of how we should be or how things should be, and we put some things on ourselves that not necessarily the whole world is putting on, but we put it on ourselves and we feel like it is something that is bigger or heavier, and that can be an incredible weight. And so I am learning how that doesn't have to be the case. I'm learning that I can have a boundary of saying no to even Sunday dinner. And so you may find yourself, again, you might look at me and be like, Sunday dinner, really? That's your thing? And yeah, that was my thing, ingrained in me since I was born, right? And not in a bad way. But I just wanted to let you know, like, we have permission. Or and if you don't have it yet, give yourself some permission in order to say no so that you can have more energy to say yes to the things that you want to. So midlife is like this really beautiful chapter where we get a chance to redefine what self-care looks like. So for me, it was not making dinner. For other people, it is getting your hair done or your nails done or going for a massage or going out laying on the beach. I don't know, but it's really about honoring our own needs so that we can show up as our best selves, our very, very best selves. So I came home. I did stuff. I did make sure that the littlest one had dinner. I absolutely did. I made sure. But again, everyone else actually worked it out. And I felt good about life. Still feeling good about life. I made dinner today. Felt good about that, but it is a big deal. And so I just wanted to let you know. And like I said, sure, I went through like some guilty thoughts, right? Should I really skip Sunday dinner? I don't want that to not be a big deal. But taking care of my own needs, just kind of hanging out with my cousin was really, really good. And I appreciate that so much. So I wanted to say that just to talk about boundaries and about healthy boundaries, that self-respect and figuring out what is it that I want to say yes to, because you do get a chance to choose what it is that you want to say yes to. And then you get a chance to choose what you're going to say no to. And in the long run, oh my gosh, it makes so much of a big difference in your life, because you don't want to go through your life, just kind of raggedy and ragged and tired and all of this stuff, right? We want to live our best lives and we have that chance. So again, I'm sure that I've mentioned it so many times before. Our maturity at this age is awesome. The wisdom and the experience that we have at this age, it is bubbling up some really good things. And we get a chance to say yes, no, no, yes, no, 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 yes. Whatever it is, it's going to be fantastic. So that was really what it is. I just wanted to say, I know most of that was like about Sunday dinner, but that was just an example about how we can take care of ourselves. And I want you guys to really think about some ways that you can take care of yourself. So as we wrap up, I know this was kind of a little shorter than usual. I want you to think about like one small boundary or a big boundary. You just think about a boundary you can set for yourself this week in the name of self-care. So again, maybe it's saying something that has drained you before, drained your energy or your mind or your time or whatever it is. Or maybe it's just taking a quiet moment. I went to Houghton's Pond that I haven't been to in forever. And it's so much smaller now. I mean, we used to go there all the time when I was a kid, and it seemed like this huge beach, and now it's really small and quaint, and it's awesome. And I was like, I am gonna go back there today, like for no good reason. I'm not gonna get in the water. I don't know. I'm just gonna bring a chair and I'm just gonna sit there. And that is just one of those things where it will be something that energizes me because it's something that I desire. And it's a good thing. And I'm going to say yes to myself for that. So anyway, I want you to take a moment to think about what it is, a small boundary that you need to put up or something that you're going to say yes to. And then I would love to hear about it. I'd love to hear how you are embracing your boundaries or saying yes to yourself, how you are taking care of yourself. Because again, I haven't mastered this thing and I am absolutely open to it. My knee, like I said, my niece tried to get me to get my nails done and a massage. And I'm like, it's not my thing. And that's fine. But if that's your thing, how about you do it? All right. So put it in the comments what it is that you're going to do. Let me learn from you. Help me out. I need some ways. All right. So until next time, until next week, I hope that you have a fantastic week. Say yes to the things you want to say yes to and no to the things that is not serving you at all. All right. So it's Monday. It's now about 8:45. You have been with Teresa, Conversations with Teresa. I look forward to seeing you next week. All right. Peace out. Bye.